Welcomes to you dear students. In today's sessions we are going to start Cambridge O Level Physics 5054. This is May June 2025 paper. This is objective papers. We will solve this objective paper together in our online sessions and all of the explanations will be done in my worksheet. Let comes to our first question. First of all, read the question statement very carefully because most of the questions hint are given in our question statement. Which quantity has both magnitude and direction? It means we have to find a quantity having both magnitude and direction. From the first column, we are given two quantities, mass and weight. We have to find which quantity has both magnitude and direction, and it is scalar quantity or vector quantity. This is the second condition. Let me show you what are the scalar quantities and vector quantity. What is the key difference between scalar quantity and vector quantities? First of all, I am going to explain a typical definition of scalar. Scalar quantities are those having only magnitude. For example, mass is a scalar quantity, length is a scalar quantity, speed is a scalar quantity. What are the vector quantities? Vector quantities are quantity having magnitude and direction. This is a very typical definitions for vector. Why I am using typical words, this will be clear to you at the end of this sessions. For example, weight, force, velocity. From these definitions you are clear that mass have only magnitude. There is no directional part for the mass. Weight have both magnitude and directions. Now comes to our point. Here mass has only magnitude. There is no direction. So mass have not both magnitude and directions. Mass not follow first condition. Weight follow first condition. And from the definition of vector and scalar, it's clear that weight have both magnitude and direction. A quantity having both magnitude and direction is a vector quantity. So we can say that a quantity having both magnitude and direction is a vector quantity. So this is not a scalar quantity, this is a vector quantity. So option D is correct. Option A and B eliminated at the start, and option C and D. Option C is eliminated in the second condition, is not satisfied second condition. How the examiner can change the questions to make it difficult for you? There is only one possibility. Maybe examiner give you current instead of weight. Maybe examiner replace this weight with current. This is only possibility with these questions. And again here is a scalar and here is a vector. Very interesting things for you. This is current having both magnitude and direction. Current have both magnitude and direction, still it's not a vector quantity, it's a scalar quantity. This is very shocking concept for you. As in my worksheet I explain a quantity having both magnitude and direction is a vector quantity. But here I introduce a new concept. A current have both magnitude and direction. Current have both magnitude and direction, still it's a scalar quantity, not a vector quantity. Why? Now the point is come to why I call the definition is typical definition, because one thing is already missing here. To be a vector, there is a third quality, there is a third characteristics, there is a third property that must be followed by a vector. This is known as vector algebra. And most of the textbooks miss this concept. To be a vector quantity must follow vector algebra, otherwise having magnitude and direction it's not surety a quantity is a vector. To be a vector it must follow vector algebra. What is vector algebra? First of all I will explain you vector algebra, then the concept will be clear for you. Vector algebra. What is vector algebra? To make your concept clear, I will use example of current. Here is a current and here is a force. From the examples you will clear what is vector algebra. Let's say this is a wire through which current of 3 ampere is flowing in this direction. There is another wire through which current is flowing 4 ampere in this direction. These currents join at that junction. There is another wire through which current is 7 ampere in all cases. What does it means in all cases? If we connect M meter at point this one and M meter point this one and M meter point this one, this M meter will measure current of 3 ampere, this M meter will measure current of 4 ampere, this current M meter will measure current of 7 ampere in all cases. Why? If I just change the direction of this 4 ampere current wire, this one, again the current will be 7 ampere, there will be no change. First of all there was a smaller angle, then I change the direction of this wire. There is no change in the final value of the current. It means current not follow this directional rule. Even though current have direction, even though current have magnitude, but it not follow vector algebra. There is no graphical rule. How? Let's say we take example of the force. Here is a force of 3 Newton. When this force added to 4 Newton force, result is simply 7 Newton. But if I just change the direction of this force, let this is 3 Newton and this is 4 Newton. Now the answer is not 7 Newton, it's 5 Newton in this direction. How it's going behind? This is 3 Newton and this is 4 Newton. The result will be 5 Newton force. It means force follow this graphical pattern. In all the direction, the resultant force will be different. If I just write down 3 Newton force in this direction and 4 Newton force in opposite direction, resultant will be 1 Newton force in this direction. It means in all the cases force is different. Here force is 7 Newton, here force is 5 Newton, here force is 1 Newton. It means force follow graphical rule. Force follow graphical rule, but current not follow graphical rule. It means even though current has a magnitude, current have direction, but not follow vector algebra. That is why current is not a vector quantity. Now come to our question. Current follow first condition, both magnitude and direction. It means current have both magnitude and direction. But it is not a vector quantity, it is scalar quantity because current not follow vector algebra. The option C will be correct. This is all about our first question. In the next session, we will solve this question number 2. This is very typical and this is very interesting question for you. Thanks for watching.